Yes, I was flicking through my YouTube feed this morning, and one of these sponsored advert thing, whatever. But it had some nice words on there, and then I went past it, but it stayed with me. So I went back to go and see if I could find it again, and I couldn't find it. So I found this, and this is basically it. But the one that I saw had 30 days, but 30 days, 60 days. I guess the point is that you do it long enough to make it a habit, which I think is it 10 days to make anything a habit? Anyway, I'm just going to go through this because I have done pills. When we get to... Anyway, let's just have a look at this, because give yourself 6 months. Take care of your body, mind, and soul. Give yourself 6 months to get into the habit of practicing, radical self-care and self-love. I wonder what makes it radical. I mean, just basic self-care and self-love would probably be a step forward for me. I guess the point is to say radical, and any progress you make in that department is probably positive. Yeah, delete the apps. Pretty much done. Obviously YouTube, but that's like my news, my entertainment. And then I do have like a game type app, but that's it. There's only one that I play now, but it's a really good one because it's got different aspects to it. So it's like 2 or 3 games in one. So I like that one. Right, apps, yeah, delete the apps. Like I'm not on Facebook anymore. I never was on it. I never did the Instagram or TikTok. No, I don't really know. If I'm on my phone, I'm on YouTube or I'm on Rumble. Or then I'm doing other things on my phone, but they're not. They're semi-productive. I think they're productive. Block the numbers. Yeah, block the numbers. I think you need to reduce contact with anybody who's like it's not that people need to bring positive things into your life. If you have people like that, that makes you, I think, lucky. And those people, you should definitely appreciate them and value them, and remember that they also need positive people in their life. So it encourages you to be a better person, a stronger person, a better friend, whatever, But what does it say? Block the numbers. Yeah, there are some. At the flip side of that is that there are some people that when you interact with them, they make you feel bad about yourself. And you can tell this because when you interact with them, even if you look forward to speaking to them, you seek them out, you want to have contact with them, you enjoy some of the conversations you have with them, you will notice a pattern where you tend to come away from conversations feeling bad about yourself. Somehow they slide in these little digs or something, and they don't celebrate your wins. You want someone who celebrates your wins with you, not someone who says, oh, well, you did that, but you should have done it sooner, or well, you didn't do it like this, or you didn't. No, you don't need people like that in your life. You don't need people to tell you that you're not just people that make you feel bad, and you will. I mean, how can I explain it? Someone dropped something in front of me the other day, and I made the effort to bend down to pick it up for them. And they said to me, "Oh, what are you down there looking for? Your dignity." And then they laughed and dismissed it as a joke. "Oh, it's just a joke." Well, first of all, it's your thing. I'm bending down to do you a favour to pick it up. Or even if I'm not even bending down to pick it up for you, it's like, so you take pleasure from putting other people down. And maybe you can put certain things off as down as a one-off or something, but you'll notice a pattern. If it's people like that, you will notice a pattern. And then you'll also find as well that these people, if you ever try to speak to them, sincerely or openly, or, if you're vulnerable in front of them in terms of opening up about stuff that maybe you're struggling with or having difficulty with, something that they won't want to hear about it, or they'll say, "Oh, well," and they'll tell you about a problem that they have that's worse. So they don't want to hear about your problem. It's not like they want to say, "Well, yeah, I've got a problem like that, and I tried this," or, maybe we could, I wonder if, they don't want to do that. They'll turn around and, "Oh, I don't want to hear about that thing that you have because I've got this and this is bigger and mine is worse." And so they'll shut you down. And then the other thing that they tend to do, if you do ever open up and try to be vulnerable around them, is they will store that up and they will use it against you at some point in the future. And maybe when you do have a win, or when you are making some positive steps forward or something, they'll remind you of this other situation or this time when you was, and so you can tell those people. So if you have those kind of people in your life where you interact with them and repeatedly, you end up leaving the conversation feeling bad about yourself. And I know there's that whole thing, and like, no one should ever make you feel a certain way, but you understand what I'm saying. Like, you try to talk to them, they shut you down. Their problems are more important than yours. They never want to engage in your problems, but you might spend an hour or something listening to their problems. But God forbid that, you need a pair of nail scissors to cut your nail or something, because they won't lend it to you because that's not a big enough problem for everything. So you will know these people, and you need to remove them from your life. And you do need to block them, because they tend to be narcissists. And narcissists, when you remove them from your life, especially if you were a source of something that, because if narcissists are predominantly insecure, like, they're like standard bullies. So if they get some sort of, as much as they put you down, is that feeding some sort of insecurity in them? Is it addressing that in them? Is that making them feel better because, well, at least I'm not as bad as that person. Well, I'm doing better than them. So it's that whole thing. If you have people like that in your life and they put you down to make them feel better, or even if they just put you down full stop, or maybe if they leave you feeling a conversation, consistently leave you after a conversation feeling down and negative about yourself, that's not. And then if they're never able to discuss, if you try to be vulnerable or open and communicate with them about stuff and they just shut you down because their problems are bigger, if the conversation's not about them, they don't want to know everything. So you got yeah, definitely block. Where is it? Block the numbers. Yeah, block them. And then just have, other people, well-meaning people, because friends can be flawed, right? Friends can have their own problems. Friends, that's fine. but you will know these people who seem to take pleasure or strength, or you will know them, okay? And then just focus on people who, and then do the same thing yourself. When you remove that negativity from your life, try to be positive. When you interact with people, speak to them about them. Celebrate their wins, celebrate those little things, encourage each other, hold each other up, support each other. Yes, life is difficult, but we can help each other. It doesn't have to be misery and whatever all the time, but we can at least share our challenges, share advice, listen to, support, encourage. Okay, wake up earlier. Well, don't know about that, but definitely waking up is a good one. Oops. Get dressed up, even though you're not going anywhere. Yeah. See, this for me, then I start to get into spoons and energy. But then you see, I'm not prioritizing myself. But if we move on, so get dressed up, even though you're not going anywhere. I do actually think that's wonderful advice. I do. And even if I'm not going to do it right now, I want to do it. I want to be in a situation where I can do that. And then in order to do that, yes, eat healthier. I will eat healthier. I don't know if exercise is on here. I will take more exercise. I need to get back into taking care of my body. I've got to do that. So I need to start taking the time, making the time. So if you are someone who's struggling with depression, or maybe you've got a physical illness, and like maybe you've only got so many spoons available, and I think, like, look up the spoon theory. Like, basically, particularly I think with certain physical conditions, you know, a person who's having health related issues, it just naturally just takes a lot of energy away from your body. So you don't have the same amount of energy as a healthy person. And obviously then there are like responsible things that you should do. You should exercise, you should eat healthily, you should make sure you get plenty of sleep, and then like waking up early, not lying in and being, but try to at least wake up and do something. You know, if you've got medication, make sure you take your medication. I'm not always very good at that. Exercise, did I say exercise? Try to take exercise. I know that's going to take up some spoons, but I think exercise is something that will, over time, potentially give you some spoons back. Make your spoons last longer, make them bigger spoons. But, you know, I've got that. I do have a physical condition, but then I do also have depression. But then that's not unusual, right? So exercise with my physical condition is one thing, but exercise in relation with the depression, and then just my physical health and stuff. But let's talk about exercise for a minute. Like, YouTube is a great resource. There's loads of, you know, you can do chair aerobics, you know, arm exercises, you know, just whatever, different yoga, and they've got yoga for all different age groups and stuff. Or even if it's just doing exercises, like for me, exercises that help with my balance and stuff, I should be focusing on those. And then also around my walking, things, yeah, I mean, that's connected to my balance as well, right? But then obviously that kind of exercise, you know, you can do that on a chair, sitting on a chair. You can do that sitting on the floor. Maybe even some of them, some stretching and stuff. You can just do that on your bed. And you probably should do some of them on your bed because it properly supports your back. But okay, so we're talking about exercise. That was because it said, right, get dressed up. Oh, I was talking about spoons, wasn't I? Yeah, but I think exercise. Oh, exercise is in there. Look, I think that is something that can potentially, it takes spoons, but then maybe. But that's for you to figure out. I need to lose some weight at the moment, and I do need to keep. There are certain areas of my body that I need to exercise more because I am. Oh, that's what I was going to say as well, like pain, discomfort, all those things. It does take more energy. It creates fatigue within your body, even if it's. But anyway, so just be kind to yourself is one thing, and then stuck in the middle in there somewhere. Journal. Which maybe that's what I'm doing with these videos. I'm not going to write stuff down. I tell you why. Because I'm not going to read it. My handwriting these days is awful. I write something like a 5 or a 6-year-old, whatever. And even if I write it down, I'm not going to read it, And the chance of reading my own writing, slim. So, journal, and even if just do video diaries for yourself. I mean, I'm uploading this onto YouTube. Maybe other people will find it useful and supportive, because there are many of us going through. Life is overwhelming these days. We've got to be kind to ourselves first of all. If you want to do stuff to help other people, if you want to be productive and active, you have to take care of yourself first of all. And, that's not selfish. If you're not, I think a good person, a decent person, a person with good people in their life around them will be able to find that balance and know when they're being selfish and obviously, you've got to push yourself when you can, within the limits of your. And I hate those words. I used to hate it when people used to say that. They used to say it to me all the time. And I was pushing myself every day back then. And look where it got me. Anyway, we're not going down that road. This is your only life, yeah. We only get one, right? Do what you can to love and enjoy every aspect of it. Yeah, no more waiting. Yeah, okay. Be the person you've always wanted to be. This will not be like the other times. This time you will change, you will stick to habits, and you will see results. I believe in you. Well, and I'm saying this to myself, and I do believe in me. I'm saying it to you as well. If you think you're ready to receive this, if you're looking to, and you want this, then I believe that you can achieve this. I do. I believe in you. If you're coming at it with a genuine, sincere heart, then I believe in you. And I believe in me. I believe we can do this. I mean, for sure, this is within everybody to do. And these things are manageable, even within our own, whatever our own personal, physical, or whatever constraints might be. We should be able to do these things. They're totally doable, and it's all within our control. These things are all within our control. So I believe in you, and I believe in me. Oh, and that said, and I'm probably going to run out of time now, so I do have a few things that I need to. So that's where my head went to after this. is some of the stuff that I'm trying to deal with at the moment and these challenges that I'm facing. So I might do another video in a minute just to sort through my thoughts with some of my ideas, because I don't write stuff down. Do you see what I mean? So I have to record it somewhere or I lose it, because I can't carry everything in my head. That's one of the I do have a whiteboard to write stuff on, so I'll get the whiteboard out in a minute and write some things down. I'll scribble them down, and my carer's coming tomorrow, and then maybe I'll go through them with her tomorrow, and then we can prioritize a list of actions from that, because these things that they are action focused, they are, but I just can't. I struggle to carry everything in my head these days. Well, for the last few years, you know. So, like, what I'd like to do is just cover all the walls in paper or something and then just write on the wall. But I don't read. It doesn't matter. I could write whatever I wanted, wherever I wanted, as big as I wanted, and just, I don't really read anymore. I'd need a really big board or something. So I think the best way to do it is with voice things, and then even if I just do like voice, you know, like people used to carry those dictaphone things. Right, that's it. I'm going to shut up now, and but that's enough. I just wanted to share that message for anyone who's like finding that they're a bit overwhelmed in their life, or maybe they've got depression or something, or they've just, yeah, I mean, I think these are good to delete the apps. Come away from Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and block the numbers. And maybe it's the same with the apps. Anything that's not adding, that's not bringing, that's not reinforcing positive stuff. If you do something and you afterwards you don't feel good, and I mean, like exercise, that's a double-edged sword. I don't mean like, oh, I don't feel good after I do that. I mean, if it leaves you feeling like having negative thoughts, like going to a negative place, like feeling less than in yourself. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to yourself? Everybody knows that this Instagram, well, I say everybody with half a brain knows that Instagram and, you know, Facebook, and I mean, people are putting out their best lives on, you know, that's what they're doing on there. They're not putting their, all right, yeah, some people will share, you know, if, you know, go into, because like some people do use it as a way of communicating with other people over long distances and with a large group of people at the same time. That's fair enough, do you know what I mean? But some people, like, I mean, all right, fair enough, okay? My ex, ooh, and he was like, oh, why can't you look like the women on, and he's like making me feel bad because I don't look like people on Instagram, or I don't, but like, number one, that's not me. Like, I've never been a big makeup wearer. I was never all about that sort of stuff. Never. And then number two, what are those things that filters? That people don't look like that in real life. And if they do look like that in real life, it takes a hell of a lot of time and a hell of a lot of money. Neither of which I particularly had at the time. And also, I don't give a. That was supposed to be my. So there you go. That takes us on to the next one. Block the numbers. You don't need people in your life like that. People should tell you you look beautiful without makeup. People should love you for who you are, and who you are should be beyond surface depth. Yeah, what you look like. I mean, obviously that's a piece of it when it comes to attraction and physical, you know, relationships and stuff. Of course, that's a part of it, but no, people have personalities too, and I mean, I have some issues there, clearly. I have some issues somewhere else. I have some issues with this. That's the thing. We get older. We seem to collect baggage. Some of us do. Some of us just shrug it off. If you're someone that's feeling overwhelmed and whatever at the moment, cut yourself some slack. Give yourself a break. Here's some really good advice. Remove the apps. Forget about social media and all of that, and that, comparison, comparing other people. Let them go. Be comfortable in yourself. Be grounded in yourself. Know who you are. Like yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself time. Be the friend to yourself that you would like to have. And block the numbers. Take the negative people out of your life. Take the naysayers out of your life, because 9 out of 10 times, yeah, it's the basic stuff. They're jealous. They've got their own insecurities. They're attacking you to make themselves feel better. It's basic bullying, insecure behaviour. And you'll know who those people are. And if you can't cut them out of your life completely, then reduce contact with them. And if you are going to have contact with them, then limit the amount of time and restrict the conversations. Right, that's it. I'm probably going to run out of space here now, so I'll say have a lovely rest of your weekend, and oops. Okay. Alright, bye now. No, I don't. Did it stop? Okay. Oh, hello.